Hello guys, Vengeance are here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but see if we can do a little bit of real life footage. Watching the Pyrenees. He's part pit bull, part Pyrenees. Of course I can't hold steady today, so you're going to have to deal with camera shaking. And the other little one. So the tan one's Phoenix and the brown one's Bailey. But my two buddies, they follow me around everywhere. But here's our little farm. And there is the focus of all my attention recently. Why I've been away. Like I said, I'm not a cameraman, so you're just gonna have to deal with the shakiness. Today we shift our focus. The ground's pretty uneven, so bear with me, but we shift our focus away from animals to, I gotta prep the tractor, we got rototilling to do, we got fertilizing to do, but I figured I'd show off my nice big coop that I built from the ground up. Got plenty of chickies. Wife's pretty happy about that. But it's 16 from this corner to that back corner, 16, and then about 30. It's 16 by 30 or 31, somewhere in there. And then the coop's 10 by 10. See if the camera will look through the wire. I got some Rhode Island Reds. And I got some barnyard mixes over here in the coop. There's my roosty. My other ones, I don't know if you can see through there or not. It's pretty dark. But we go pick up more on Saturday. So a couple days from now. Of course, my camera battery's already starting to dwindle. But I spent 2 days mowing all of this, and then the other main part of the farm up the hill that way. But today, as I run around talking to myself, today. Today we tractor prep, and yeah, of course there's the Trans Am. It's a nice big paperweight right now until I get a battery for it. But we got our little tractor with a loader. Works for pretty well everything that we need it for. But I gotta make sure the rototill is full of grease, gear lube, and then we get to we gotta do some nice rototilling. All down there over the hill is all of our garden plots. Of course, Pyrenees decided he needs to go run down there. I don't know if you can see it on here, but there's 4 of them. There's 2 on that hill and 2 on that hill. And we gotta go get all the tools from the shed. And set everything up. So once I get that done, I will jump back in. Okay, I think it's recording. So this is kind of a pain in the butt, low down on the ground as this tractor is. But I got you all on the tripod. Yay, Vengeance or face reveal, kind of, minus the sunglasses. But so we're gonna, if I can get this thing to work. Behind me, we got to check that gearbox for lube, and then there's one over there that we got to check. So the first one, which this camera doesn't want to sit where it's supposed to. There we go. All right, so we got to pull this plug. Let's see. If I can zoom you all in enough. So this plug's got to be pulled, and I got to check to see. Just way too small. Can't remember what size it is. Still too small. Probably gonna have to go get another wrench, so you guys get to hold on. Okay, back to recording. So I got the bigger tool. So for these king cutters, they got 2 gearboxes. I already went over that. You just want to make sure they're half full of gear lube, which we got sitting over there. Let's take this off. You want to take this plug out. You just gotta have to look down in there, which probably looks like it could use a bit. So 80-90. When you use 80-90, you just dump it in there. That looks fairly well. And you put your plug back in. Don't want it coming out. And then over here, try not to get lube on the camera. We've got the second plug right there. Actually, let me switch this. See if I can see what I'm doing here. Cool. So you got a plug on the bottom, which is just out of frame. Down here, we're gonna take out. And then we got the plug up top. That's the vent plug. And then you need a smaller one for, let's see, I probably don't have one that's small in this one. That's an 1/8, and it's very, very small. I think it's an 1/8. Come on, socket. Nope, too big. Probably gonna have to go get a crescent. That may work. Nope. Alright. So you can see what I'm messing with. Right there. Alright, so there's, if it's full, you take this plug out, it'll start coming out. Just for good measure. Add some more. And of course, this bottle wants to leak everywhere. There it goes, pouring out. Good enough. Seal it back up. There, come off of there. back in, which I'm gonna have grease all over this camera. Yep, all over the fingies. But you just put your plug back in. Up. And you're good to roll. Now, this is why we wear throwaway pants, so we can wipe our hands on the pants. Alright, so the last thing we gotta do, and I'm gonna carry you all for this. Flip my screen around so I can see what I'm looking at. But there's a grease cert. Let me zoom you out so I can actually see what I'm looking at. A grease cert here that we have to grease. And then there's a couple up here on the actual shaft itself. I don't know if I'll be able to turn that by hand without having that neutral. But there's a couple on either end of this drive shaft up in there. That way down in there, that dark spot. So that's my next mission. The other thing, I know this isn't very exciting at all, but that's okay. Some content's better than none, right? And this was something that was bothering me. And I'm going to put the gloves on for. Because last year, when I did this, last year, we got so much grass tangled around this thing. I'm not going to be able to do this with one hand. There we go. Dirty. I may end up having to pick this thing up. Let me see if I can get it from this side. Maybe we can. There it is. This thing's a pain in the butt. That's most of it. Here's not bad. So, back to filming. So what this actually does is, you can see the tines in there, maybe. It's a big tiller. It's just like your standard garden tiller, only it's big, 6 foot. And that's how we work all the gardens. Now, I gotta go get a wrench, finish tightening that plug. And I gotta put all this other stuff away. And let me flip this around so I can actually see what I'm doing here. There we go. So I gotta put all that crap away. Put these back on so I can actually see what I'm doing. There. And then we're going to spread the fertilizer and then rototill it in. So I'll try and set up and get some shots of that. But this is why I haven't been on BDO. A lot of work. So I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, got the grease gun. We're getting ready to grease it up. Just grade 2 standard bearing grease. You don't want to get this stuff all over you. Gives it a pain in the butt to get off. Anyway, we pull this out of the line and just shove it on the grease cert. Squeeze the trigger. Until we see it come out. Come off of there. It's greasing. There it goes. Of course, you'll see it shoot out all around the sides, all around there. So there's one grease cert. There isn't really one on the other side. And then somewhere in the middle of this shaft over here is another one. But that's the gist of it. And I'll cut back once I'm spreading fertilizer. Alright guys, so it's already warming up a lot out here, freaking hot. So I got this steel, it's supposed to be a cedar. It's awful, don't ever buy one with the plastic wheel in it. It will not throw this fertilizer for nothing. But you can see behind me, we got our plots. One there, 2 is down behind me over here, and then 3 and 4 are over that way, kind of over the hill. I got you all on the tripod, so hopefully you kind of stay put while I'm attempting to spread this stuff. So we got just standard fertilizer. Of course, mine has a hole in it, so difficult to lift up. But I'm just using 10, 10, 10. You don't want to put too much on. I forget what exactly the poundage is. It's maybe like a couple pounds per, is it like several pounds per acre? I can't remember, but I just kind of eyeball it and spread it and then rototill it in. But that's what I'll be doing over our 4 garden plots, and then I'll be going to get the rototill and till it all in, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow and I want to get it done before it rains. So that is the plan, if I can get this stuff to work without. I got farm traffic on the road up behind our house. Okay, fertilizer, that's enough. Stop coming out. Alright. Y'all making me do extra work. Last year I put all this stuff in the tractor bucket and hauled it down here. This year I had to carry it. But, so, just as an example, this thing's supposed to throw it out, but it doesn't. The fertilizer's too heavy, so the wheel just spins and the internal hopper wheel doesn't spin. So it doesn't kick anything out. So I usually just take it and kind of shake it and spread it by hand. Makes it a little harder, but what can you say? What can you say? You do what you gotta do. So, an idea, kind of spread, shake it. So there's the general idea of it. One of these hoppers did about, I don't know, about half of one of our plots. Our plots are, I would say 30 by 50. I didn't measure them out. I just kind of tilled up some spots. But we're not huge row croppers, but we're growing all of our own food. Canning, we're getting into that. And we're gonna end up selling the extra to farmers markets and just friends, family, all the people around here to make some of our money back and extra money to supplement our other incomes. But didn't get our greenhouse up this year. It was too rainy, and I ended up having to finish the coop. And of course you can hear the wind picking up again, but I had to finish our chicken coop. If you want, I'll spin you here if you want a long range view of everything. Kind of tilted because you're on a hill, but there's the coop at a long range with my shed. And of course my camera is falling. Sorry about that. This tripod's kind of crappy. Let's see if I can. Stupid thing. It works as long as it's stationary. But instead of getting that done, the coop done, and then getting the greenhouse done, we ended up with just the coop done. And it was mostly because all the rain. It's been dry this week, so I've gotten a lot of stuff done, but now it's like hurry up and rush before the next rain comes in. It's actually nice today. It's hot, but with Missouri sun, I mean, you can kind of tell I've been out in it. You can see, and I'm not one to burn, but I did burn the last couple of days. And you can see the difference in winter versus summertime. But if you don't have something to cover up with out here in the Midwest Missouri sun, you get roasted pretty quick, especially if you're fair skinned. I got a little bit of Native American in me, so it don't bother me. I usually don't burn, it just turns into a tan, but it is hot. Very hot out here. The breeze helps, but you get dehydrated quick if you're not constantly drinking something. Water, Gatorade, something like that. But I usually carry a thing, I just don't have it with me right now. But I'm gonna finish dumping the fertilizer on these, and then I'll get y'all some shots of the tractor rototilling. And that'll probably be mostly it for today. I don't do a whole lot of talking on camera, so it's just kind of strange for me. But let me finish this up, and then we'll cut away to the other before my camera battery dies. And I hope this mic that I got up here works. I don't know, we'll see. We will see if it does or if it doesn't. But if you have feedback, leave it in the comments. I'm trying to incorporate some new stuff on the channel. Of course, the neighbors probably think I'm insane standing out here talking to myself, but So let me finish this, and then I'll be back with you. All right, boys, I got all the fertilizer spread, about 60 pounds. I was off, so it's like a pound or a pound and a half per 100 square feet. We got roughly 3,500, 4,000 square feet, I think. So I spread about 60 pounds, about a pound and a half. You can go a little heavier than that, but any more than that, and you start burning plants up, and they just burn up. Gets too high. So I did a couple of passes with the rototill already. Let me flip this around so I can see what I'm doing. But you can tell that rototill just does. Let me try and do this on the tripod. That rototill does wonders. It just powders it. So it's fantastic. I got a lot of. Let me turn this back around so I can see my screen. But I got a lot of passes to do. I'm gonna set you guys up further up the hill. Get some, well, maybe this will cooperate. Of course, I got dirt everywhere. I might have to adjust this just a bit. Bear with me. Okay, let me see. There's the one garden plot. And then, yeah, it should be good because the other one is like right there, on there. So I'll get some shots of me going back and forth. Then we'll end this off. Okay, so before I end this off, my camera battery is getting to where it's starting to kind of go, but the tractor is a Zetor 4320. It's about 59 horse, in case you're wondering, if you don't know anything about that stuff. We're running that PTO at like, for the rototill at like 1,000. It's a 100/1000, so we're running at the high speed 1,000 or more, so it tills pretty nicely. The other thing, we've got grass patches in between all of these because we're on a hill, and the way I plowed them that way so that erosion doesn't happen. So there's 4 separate patches, even though it's one big garden. We just got grass barriers in between. I don't want the hill eroding away, and this place stays very, very wet. Yeah, there's a lot of clay in the soil, so it's seepy all the time. Doggies wanted to come say hi. Don't knock over the camera, bud. He about did. Oh, there's the neighbor yelling at their dog. He keeps yelling at him because he keeps coming down here slipping under my fence. Phoenix, leave him alone. And my male is uncut. He's not neutered. He wants to kill it, and I've about shot it a couple times just to keep it out of our livestock. So they're watching it pretty closely now because they don't want it to get shot. But I hate to do that, but I can't have them in my livelihood and my livestock, and they've been warned multiple times. So but that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of real life vengeance there, my face, and just how we do things here. The other last thing I want to touch on is we're planting tomatoes, leaf lettuces, and I'm going to interplant, so it's going to be 3 wide row. It's going to be leaf lettuce, tomato, leaf lettuce, all in one big row, and then we'll have space between, and we're going to do several rows of that. I'm looking at buying maybe 200 tomato plants to start out with. If I had the greenhouse up, we'd have more because I wouldn't have to buy them. I'd just start them myself. But luckily there's a supplier around here we can get 4 for $1 usually. We'll see if inflation hits that too, but it'll probably end up spending about $50 and we'll get a couple hundred plants. They usually sell out. It's a big sale, so we'll see what happens there. We're also doing cucumbers and zucchinis. Those grow really well in our soil. And I tried turnips last year. We got so many white-tailed deer, it just destroys them. So, of course, we eat the whitetail too. During deer season, I killed a couple, and I will be getting at least one this year. We'll see how that goes. Of course, we do all of our own butchering. It's a job, but you either work for yourself or you work for somebody else, and I can't ask for more. I'm out here. I mean, look at this. in the bright blue sky, wind, perfect weather, and just working away. So that's all I got for today, and hope you enjoyed. It's a little bit different of a video. I'm gonna get back to tilling. I got a whole bunch. I got about another 50-60 passes I got to do until it's all worked down. So that's gonna be the rest of my day, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy yours. Have a good one, and as always, until next time.